Yo, I'm not really committed necessarily to this just being a vinyl channel or like a battle rap channel. It's just a channel, bro. Um, I just want to talk about my interests, I guess. I love vinyl, I love music, and I love battle rap. So today I want to talk about Bigg K, who just won Champion of the Year. Congratulations to my guy. Shouts out to him. Bigg K is one of my favorite battle rappers of all time. He's been one of my favorite battle rappers for a long time. That year that he battled Head Ice, that was one of my favorite battles ever. I have dread sliding on ice, cool runnings, yeah, crazy. So shouts out to Bigg K. Congratulations, salute to winning Champion of the Year. And today I kind of want to go through a list of kind of battles that I could see him taking this year that could maybe put him in contention again to win Champion of the Year for 2024 and go back to back. That would be crazy. Um, yeah, I think that this is a monster year for Bigg K, easily the best of his career, with what I believe to be the best performance of his career versus A Ward, the best round of his career with his second versus A Ward. Of course, some of the most killer lines of his career. Explain math to your child. I close my eyes and hit something. Angel Dust. Angel Dust is one of the craziest schemes of the year, in my opinion. If he made you in his image, I know he a bitch. What else, man? It ain't a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a bullet in the chamber. Coke so white, Mook let it call him the N-word. They got ward off spirits. How he in church the next morning, trying to ward off spirits. Dang, man. I told this fake ass preacher he needed P to pop off that whole second round. His quotables back to back to back to back. Probably the best rebuttal of his career. The best rebuttals of his career as well. With I'd kill myself if I was your friend too. I would have pulled a 50 out, swish a house. Low key, that first round versus Ward was the best of his career as well. I mean, the first round of versus Ward was the best of his career, and then the second one hit, and then that became the best round of his career. But anyway, so today I got a list of battles I'd love to see K take this year that I think if he shows out on, he could have a good chance of going back to back. I think he ended his 2023 pretty weak. With really lazy performances against Sharon and Jazz that were more reminiscent of the K of years past, who he was a little hit and miss, for the headline spots, the CotY rankings. But if he shows up for these battles this year, the way he showed up to his Blue Room battles last year, I could really see him. I could really see him having a top 5, top 3, top 1 finish in the 2024 CotY conversation. He's serious, you know what I'm saying? And I think Sharon was a clear loss. He low-key, it might have been, it's not a gentleman's 30 because his best round was his first round. He easily got cleared the first round. Sharon's first round was so good, so much better. The second round, I thought both second rounds were like whatever, but like I just didn't like K's punchline, like you're literally autistic. Like, nah, bro, it's 2023, that ain't gonna hit. And then third round, yeah, clearly Sharon got that. So very clear, 2-0 by Sharon. I think K won the Jazz battle, but he came pretty lazy. Jazz just also happened to come pretty light. But yeah, he definitely needs to not show up that way in 2024 if he wants to have a shot. But anyway, a problem I'm seeing with my list though is that with only a couple exceptions, I think a lot of these battles would be headliners. K is primarily an RBE guy, and I know RBE is going to want to feed both K and Will as headliners this year. So I don't know how many of these expensive battles they'll be able to throw K. But he was also on Chrome last year. He was on KOTD. He was on GTX last year. So some battles might be able to be thrown there as well. Although I don't really know how active I really expect King of the Dot and GTX to be in 2024. But yeah, there have also been rumors of ARP retiring recently, but I'm not going to give that much credence as it pertains to this list, given that K is an RBE mainstay, and to lose a platform I think would really throw a big wrench in, his back-to-back CotY campaign. So obviously he has the next battle already announced on the impending Riot card. I'm not sure when that is, but I'm guessing he'll probably take 5 or 6 battles this year, similarly to how he did last year. Again, with the headline potential to the roof at the moment, I think it signals a lower likelihood of K having a high volume year. But, Bigg K doesn't really have high volume years anyway. I think he's only taken more than 5 battles a couple times in his career. He had 6 last year, and then I think he had 6 or 7 probably 10 years ago, honestly, like 2014, 2015, something like that. So he's not really a high volume guy anyway. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into it. I'm going to start with names that I think we can expect. I think I have 6 names that we can expect this year. And then later I'll give you 6 names of some cats that I would love to see K battle, but don't expect to see happen as much for whatever reasons. We're already 5 minutes in this video, so I'm going to try and keep it quick. But yeah, the first name I'm sure you can guess, of course, is going to be Easy the Block Captain. This was supposed to be the end of the year battle for the belt to see who's going to win CotY. But then obviously Geechee tore Easy's head off. And kind of stunted his momentum, but I think the culture still wants to see this for sure. These two were going back and forth a lot on Twitter last year, and although the hype simmered down a bit, I think people are definitely still expecting this one. Easy has shown himself to be a pretty opportunistic cat, so I don't think he's going to shy away from the battle now that K picked up the belt. I fully expect to see this battle in 2024, and I could see it on RB or Chrome for sure. I think Chrome would be a great home for this battle to kind of open Remy's year. But I definitely expect to see this in the first half of the year for sure. Speaking of his first battle on RBE, I could definitely see it going to Goods, Sissy Boy Goods, as K said one time in some video. K has had some issues with Goods for a while. I don't really remember what happened again. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comments. I don't quite remember, but they've been talking on Twitter quite a bit towards the end of the year. K addressing Goods as my white brother. That was hilarious. And that was pretty recent too. I want to say it was like a few months ago. So I could see this one happening soon. I could see this opening RB easier for sure. I think it would be a great battle. Next, of course, Twerk. We need this one. 2 of the favorites. 2 of my favorites, rather, all time, and especially right now. But 2 of the favorites, the 2 favorites for CotY. The culture needs this one. The vote was split between the 2 of them and decided by under 3%. So K's got to prove it. Like it's a game of horse, I think this will probably be one of the most difficult battles K could take right now. I don't expect Twerk to lose battles at this point in time, to be honest with you. Not that I necessarily expect K to lose battles, but again, if he shows up to this battle how he showed up to Sharon or Jazz, the dog will get walked, no question, because Twerk is in rare form right now. Even if the rest of K's year is perfect, he would walk into they were talking to CotY deliberations about how K came light and got exposed by Twerk. So this is one of those battles that he cannot afford to not show up to. I don't really know logistics wise where I would expect this to go down, but I just know we need this one. But frankly, I probably expect this the least out of these first 6. But I would love to see it. We need to see this at some point in these 2's careers, and I would love it to be this year, off of the strength of their 2023s. Next is Real Sick. Sick is one of the best in the world right now, in my opinion, and K was obviously just crowned the best in the world. But both super punch heavy. But Sick has been on a nasty run last year, and he's been riding like an actual genius, bro. He arguably didn't lose a round last year, and he ended his 2022 with my favorite battle of the year against Twerk. Also, obviously, he's Indian, and K is the W word. So, there's another battle that if K shows up like he did against Sharon, he will get bodied. I'd love to see this on RB because I'd love to see Seek get his foot in the door. I'd love to see him against Will at some point. And that would be awesome to have him versus K on RB. This is one of those that I wouldn't necessarily think would be a headliner. This would probably be more of a headliner just because of Bigg K, because I don't think Real Sick is getting the looks like that necessarily. So maybe not RB. I could definitely see this going down in Canada as well on KOTV. Obviously Sick had the performance of the event on Blackout 8, in my opinion, against Ward. And I would love to see this battle for sure. I would love to see this battle. Honestly, it was a little disappointing to see that they're both on the same Riot card but not battling each other. But I'm very hyped for Sig versus EK. I think that's going to be a great battle. Anyway, speaking of KOTD, maybe more realistically GTX, if they throw another event this year, I'd definitely be down to see Bigg K versus Disaster. I'm surprised, honestly, that we haven't seen that before. Obviously Disaster had like a Chernobyl-ass meltdown against Sick on Summer Madness last year. We haven't really seen him since, except for he posted his 3rd round online on Twitter, and he spit that. But this battle is definitely overdue. I think it would be a good one. despite where Disaster is at this point in time. I know he respects K a lot as a threat, so I don't expect him to take it lightly, you know. I'd love to see this. I'd love to see K. I'd love to see what K has to say about Disaster's 2023. Yeah, I think this is an overdue battle, so this would be cool to see. I don't necessarily expect it, but I think it would be cool to see. And then the last one is Cassidy. I know K's been asking for this one for a minute, and we're picking up the CotY accolade. I could see Cass being more into this battle as well. I could also see him ducking it because he really don't want this smoke. That is a fact. K will end him. But I think the culture would love to see this. Maybe like a max out or something. Although, frankly, I don't expect this to have too much replay value. I'm not the biggest Cassidy fan, but I could definitely see this battle happening on RB, yeah. And so, yeah, let's get into the battles that I don't really expect as much for various reasons. I think you'll kind of figure out a theme as we kind of go through this. But my first one is Av. It's hard to say whether K is going to get any URL matchups, but I suppose it is possible for URL to book him after he got the CotY. I think it'd be crazy to see a K and Av 2v2 on a URL stage, but I think they've said before that they need to get their 1v1 battle out of the way first. So this would be really fire. They're both amazing punchers, and obviously they both come from the same state. I don't know if they're from the same city. I don't know if they're both Norfolk, but I should know that. I honestly feel like I do know that, but I'm not willing to commit to it right now. But anyway, this would be fire. It seemed like they had tension for so long, but then Av was right behind K jeering at Mook when K was spitting the, you only pop up to eat after we kill shit, Vulture's line. So I think they cool, but they still need to battle first. By the way, it's the first time in my life I've used the jeering word. Kind of fire, to be honest. It was cool. Next battle would be K-Shine. Battle of K-Flips. Blue Room, K Squared. That would be pretty ill. Shine's URL woes have been pretty well documented this last year, mid to late last year, I guess. He was talking about being ready to battle somewhere, and I think ARP alluded to having had discussions with Shine when he was promoting Max Out 3, maybe the surprise battle for Max Out 3. He posted a Twitter poll talking about which of these battlers is going to be on Max Out 3, and K-Shine was one of those names. So I could definitely see Shine coming to RBE this year. I could definitely see him battling Bigg K. He's already battled Will. He's already battled Verb. I don't think he's battled A Ward, but I'm not interested in seeing that battle, to be honest. Maybe he could battle like Rosenberg Raw if he doesn't battle K, but I would love to see him battle K, and I would love to see Shine outside this year for sure. We've been missing K-Shine for show. It would also kind of put that, dot mob. What he said? He said something against Rex. The dot mob was against Mook. But yeah, he got Mook and he did Rex last year. So yeah, would love to see him, do the Shine battle too. Next is Jerry West. K left EFB because of West. I don't remember why. Did he say West was a snitch or something like that? I'm really not sure. But whatever, bro. Put it in your raps. West went insane last year. The Foots battle was crazy. He bodied DNA. He won an award for bodying DNA during CotY as well. I think it would be a great battle. They both punch super heavy. West was really living up to that EFB title though versus Foots, man. And if he comes like that again, he just might have a higher volume than K. Although I think K will have more magnitudinous punches. I think it would make for a really cool clash. I would love to see Bigg K versus Jerry West. We really need that one. Next is Tay-Rock. Rock was mad about CotY. Talking about 7 is too low. I should have won this thing. This would have been a great time for the Rock battle. Early in the year would be great. Rock has been in a lot of small leagues, but I believe ARP said in a vlog that he would never book a battle with Rock. Don't quote me on that, but I'm not really sure where this would go down, but it would be fire, for sure. I don't really expect it, to be honest. URL seems like the most likely place for it to happen, and as we know, Bigg K and URL doesn't seem likely even at all, so maybe not this year. Next is Hollow. This might actually be the most plausible of these battles, to be honest. Hollow has been outside. I could see him taking this for sure. Bigg K's comedy game has been top tier lately. He's been hilarious. To see him go up against someone as creative and weird as Hollow would be really dope. I could definitely see this headlining an RBE event. That would be really awesome. I would love to see Bigg K versus Hollow this year. And then the last one is Bigg K versus Hitman. If he has a good year all year, I think Hitman might take the booking in like Q4. But I don't think Hollow's eager to take K yet, just off the strength of CotY. He probably want to battle Lux first. I don't expect that he's going to be outside back to back like that. He's probably going to want to let it breathe a little bit before he considers taking K. So K really has to like come correct all year long. I mean, if K comes light against Next and has a debatable with Next, I think probably the Hitman battle is just off the table, period. Hitman's one of them dudes who likes to take battles, you know, with people who have great momentum. I think that is one of the things that could get K a Hitman battle early in this year, just because his momentum is super strong right now, and I know Hitman would be willing to capitalize off of something like that in any other case other than he has Lux on the table. And it definitely seems like Lux versus Hitman is coming soon. So, man, if Lux Hitman happens in the blue room, my God, that would be nasty. Max out 4 with Lux versus Hitman, Bigg K versus Hollow, or Bigg K versus Easy. Bigg K versus Torque would be crazy. Dang, bro. Man, and if they have Will in the mix, Rosenberg Brawl in the mix, Charlie Clips coming back into the mix. Man, I mean, I'm not going to get started on this because like I'm getting excited for literally no reason. This is not happening. We know that. Anyway, the problem I think is that K is definitely going to be an RB headliner for pretty much every event they throw this year, I would expect. Obviously, Max Out 4 is a big draw, but there's only going to be one Max Out 4. I don't know that they're going to do Max Out 4 and 5 this year. So who is he really going to get? Maybe Cass, maybe Hollow, maybe Hitman, even Easy, Shine, Torque. They could all be headline material for Max Out 4, but I think Cass and Hitman in particular would be averse. I think they'd be averse to battling on lesser stages. So he probably has to get one of those for a max out type event if he's going to get one of them this year. I also think it's kind of realistic that RB maybe chills on the blue room for like a few events this year, and maybe they just kind of preserve the blue room magic for like a max out 4 type of event. So I could definitely see a lot of these battles not happening in the blue room, or even just not happening. Like I said, I think it's pretty realistic that K takes only 5 or 6 battles again this year like he did last year, and he's already booked Next. So is he really going to get around to these cats? Hard to say. But yeah, these are some battles that I think I would love to see these battles. I don't know of the final 6 what we can really expect. Maybe Hollow. I think Hollow is somewhat realistic. I think that would be a great battle. I think it would be really cool to see K go up against some of these URL guys like Tay-Rock, like Jerry, like Twerk. I don't think he's battled DNA even also, so that would be kind of, I mean, I don't really care for that battle too much compared to like Av, for example. But yeah, this is kind of a long video, but I did name 12 names, yeah. And I just kind of wanted to talk about some names that I think Bigg K could see this year and kind of have an opportunity to maybe repeat the CotY. I think that would be crazy. Obviously, Bigg K sometimes has issues with staying consistent and, you know, sometimes taking battles kind of light. But I think a lot of the criticisms as far as, oh, he's kind of a flow-based rapper, or he just kind of has his 4-bar cadence type of thing, I think those, I don't want to say that they're unfounded, but I want to say that a little bit of that has been laid to rest just simply by virtue of him winning CotY, while staying true to that style pretty much the entire year. So yeah, shouts to Bigg K. Salute to Bigg K. You know, definitely deserving of that Champion of the Year victory. You know, salute to Twerk. Also definitely deserving of that Champion of the Year victory. I really thought it could go either way. And I was honestly, as much as I wasn't surprised to see that it was K, I was also surprised to see that it wasn't Twerk. You know, so salute to both of them. And I hope they both have a great year because, like I said, they're 2 of my favorites right now. And 2 of my favorites ever, to be honest. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know how much battle rap content I'm gonna do, but I just wanted to do this one for show. And yeah, peace.